What's going on? George here. Welcome to another one of these weird kind of just me talking about the game type videos. Um, I wanted to hop into a game and kind of uh give like just kind of give my hopes on for what do I hope comes out of chapter 6 of Fortnite, because that's what we're getting after Chapter 2 remix, or remix Chapter 2, whatever you call it. Um, what I believe, yeah, we're getting a whole new map and everything like that next season after this month of November, and yeah, no, there's a lot of gameplay, kind of UI, um, things, map location kind of stuff, mini events, just like there's a lot of I writ down a bunch of shit for this. Oh, hey, look, level 51. Let's go. Hype, leveling up that battle pass and stuff like that. Do I have anyone landing on me? I do not. Okay. So, I guess we could get one of the big ones out of the way. One thing that I hope stays or comes around in chapter 6 is hit scan. I swear, if we have another chapter where it's bullet drop, I'm going to fucking crash out, bro. Bullet drop is so fucking bad. I hate it. Hold up. I'm gonna kill this guy that's outside. He's a guff. Bonk. Be gone, guff. Alright. But, yeah, no. I think the reason during Chapter 5 Epic was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do bullet drop, is either, for one, because attachments on hit scan guns would be too strong, or they just want to run an experiment, which they did, and it didn't really work out for them. I think most people in the Fortnite community prefer hit scan over bullet drop. And there's some more fighting over here. And yeah, no, I just think like one of the big gameplay things that needs to happen. I'm getting shot at. One of the big gameplay things that needs to happen in Chapter 6 is hit scan needs to just make a return. And please, Epic, don't ever take it from me again. In main BR. Like, yeah, we have reload, but it's I still love playing main BR sometimes, man. And just bullet drop, switching from reload having hit scan and Chapter 5 having bullet drop was insane. I could never aim properly. Like, I swear, it was not fun. But another thing that I kind of want gameplay graphics wise is the return of cartoony graphics in the game, because I feel like Chapter 5 leaned too much more on the realism side. And oh my god, Chug Jug. But yeah, no, Chapter 5 leaned too much on the realism side, where Chapter 6 needs to go back to its Fortnite cartoony art style, kind of like Chapter 4's graphics. Like, I feel like Chapter 4's graphics are probably some of the better graphics of Fortnite. And then also, if you really wanted to look at it, Chapter 2's map looks a lot more vibrant than Chapter 5's map. And Chapter 2 is mostly green. And it looks a hell of a lot more vibrant than Chapter 5 Season 1's map. That looks just like a disgusting green color that had no vibrancy and just looked too real. And I think that Chapter 5 or Chapter 6 just needs that cartoony art style back that Fortnite is known for. Another thing is, like, I would love a lot of like creative weapons to come back. Like it's me referencing kind of chapter 4 again, but also chapter 2 with the gravi was it called the gravitron? I can't remember. The one weapon from chapter 2 season 7 that you could grab shit and just toss it, or like the one pistol that shot the big ball, or from chapter 4 the kinetic weapons, the hammer, the boomerang, the sword. Weapons like that are some of like the best weapons. Like the kinetic blade is one of my favorite rotation items in the game, just because of how fun it was to just zip around and uh, just honestly traverse the map. Like you're fucking holding a sword like you're an anime like protagonist, dude, and you're just zipping around the map, acting like nobody's business, rushing into people's boxes, and just having a blast. Like, I miss creative weapons like that. I don't know if I'm trying to think. In Chapter 5, we got, what? Wings of Icarus, which is a pretty... I just lagged there. Wings of Icarus, pretty creative item. Was a fun item until it got vaulted. Chains of Hades, very fun item, got vaulted. The Zeus one was a little annoying, but it was still a pretty fun item. What did we get? We had the Marvel stuff, but that's Marvel powers. What did we get from season 1? We had the grapple blades, which I didn't personally like, but they were, I had a group, my friends thought they were pretty fun. And there's a little victim outside. Bonk! The Panther! Dead. Alright. Yeah, a lot of my friends thought that grapple blade was pretty fun, and, it was, like, cool. To me, it was just a little clunky. It didn't have the same feel as the kinetic blade or Aaron Yeager's little thing, but that's a whole different point. But yeah, just return of fun items like that to the game, like for chapter 6, will make it so much fun, and also an easy way to make content off of that. Like, it would be like, that's just kind of my brain, where my brain's going at. It would be a lot better to make content over fun items than other, like, just other guns. But, another thing I have written down is in chapter 6, I would like the return of a lot of old guns. I think in chapter 5, they converted the Deagle, the drum gun, the burst, the assault rifle, the AUG. They converted a bunch of stuff to the chapter 5 meta of bullet drop. But I'd like to see returns of old weapons and stuff in chapter 6, like if they have hit scan. Like, it would be fun to see the hammer pump, which is the chapter 5 or chapter 4 shotgun from season 2, back in the loot pool. That would be fun to see in the chapter 6 meta, whatever it will be. Another one would be the Scar would be a fun one to have back. I'd also like to see them bring back the AK in some way. The AK is also another fun one. Trying to think of other weapons. The pump, but I mean the pump will probably be in reload most of the time. I'd like to see the bolt action stuff, like weapons like that would be fun to bring back in chapter 6. And then also, I would like to see Fortnite bring back some of their other vehicles, like the drift boards, the quad bikes, boats, which are actually in here right now, dirt bikes, helicopters would be a fun one, because like they're not even overpowered anymore. Hell, I wouldn't be mad if they brought back the fucking planes in chapter 6, or like have a new thing, like, and stuff like that, or like have a jet ski or something instead of a boat. I feel like that there's a lot of like vehicles that you could have in the game that are missing and stuff like that. And also, I think like most of these are like gameplay things for the start of it, but um bring augments would be a fun thing to bring back. Like augments I think would be an interesting thing to come back to the game. Just don't make them ass, cuz in chapter 4 augments were pretty fun, but then they kind of just had a whole bunch of useless augments that you filtered out. Like there was some good augments, but then you had to go through filter throughout your like 5,000 gold that you have of a bunch of crap augments before you can find those like 1 in 5 good ones. Is there people fighting here? Ooh, that is a... Okay, I think he's just gonna run off. Yeah. Alright. But, yeah, no, it's just like... I would like us to see a rework to the augment system, but I would like to see them return, because they were a fun aspect of Chapter 4 that I felt like was underutilized a lot because of how much shit augments that they had. And that's another thing with attachments. Like, attachments would be a fun thing to bring back, but only if you rework them to be more interesting than what they were in Chapter 5. And, also, trap slots for build mode, cause I'm a main build player. Where'd this supply drop? Oh, it landed in the tree. I am a main build player, and I would love to see the return of trap slots back into the game because, like, last season, the Marvel season, we had the armored walls come back, which, oh, we're in the top 9. What the fuck? I'm not even through the fucking gameplay changes yet. But, yeah, no. Oh, or not top 9. What the fuck? But the armored walls came back, and then in Chapter 2 Remix, we have campfires, launch pads, and stuff like that back. That is just such a fun thing that for build mode players that I think have been missing. And I think there could be a fun way to integrate some of those trap slots that build players have into zero build. Like maybe you can make it to where build players can place traps, but they can't like build or anything like that, but they can place the traps. They don't need it to take an inventory slot, but maybe they still have a trap slot that they could be like, oh, I have a trap. Let's place that. And stuff like that. I feel like that would be a fun way to integrate it into zero build. But I do think trap slots should make a return and not leave, to be honest. I would like to see trap slots stay for Chapter 6. Okay. Now, okay. That, by the way, that was only one section of what I have written down. You can tell I am very passionate about this game. See, I don't know why this is in build mode, by the way. We're gonna run away from that fight, because I just gotta continue. I gotta keep going, or the whole lobby's gonna die before I finish. UI, cosmetics, battle passes. That's the next category I kind of have here. I'm gonna set this right in front of me, actually, so I can read it. They kind of did... I wrote this back in Chapter 5, but... they kind of released a fix to this, I guess, but I still think they need to do a little bit more to the UI, like the locker UI and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying, like, tweak it a little bit. One of the things I'd suggest is bringing back rarities on skins, pickaxes, gliders, contrails, etc. I don't think they should have ever left. I don't think they are outdated. I think that they were a good way to set a price on things. Like, oh yeah, a legendary skin. These are the standards of a legendary skin. And then they are worth $20. purple skins like Revolt right here, $15 or $20 as well, technically, if you don't have 1,500 V-Bucks or a whatever, but still. And then you had green skins, which were like your defaults, being 800. You had skins that really didn't have backblings or styles, being 1,200. But it's like, for me, rarities would be a fun one to come back, just because it would help organize the locker, even like for me, because that's what I'm used to. Add more SUV slash truck vehicles, because we only have 2 in the game right now, and that's the Cybertruck and the one like truck from season 3 of Wrecked of chapter 5. And there's been I have seen Hypex leak that the battle bus from Rocket League is supposed to come in, and I'm excited for that. That is my like main vehicle I use in Rocket League, so I will be equipping that battle bus and never using it. Okay, this is one kind of thing I have, is the item shop layout as well. I think there needs to be some type of change, especially with all of these different game modes having certain cosmetics. It's like, it gets a little cluttered, at least from my eyes. And also, it feels like nothing ever changes in the shop. Like, I feel like they need a tab system. Like, you got the festival shop, the Lego shop, and the main shop. Or the racing shop, which you can get your cars. And then the main BR shop, where you have your featured, your daily, and then your other skins that are staying. I think featured and daily should be pushed to the top of the shop always, just so you can keep updated on what skin is new. And then anything that's stayed in the shop for over a day or two goes back down to kind of towards the bottom of the shop, so people can see what's new in the shop and don't have to scroll a shit ton to find it, because earlier today when the shop changed, I could not tell what was new in the shop. I was like so confused on what they added. I think it was the Incredibles I saw in there, stuff like that, and I was just like, oh, okay. I'm gonna go down here, honestly. I'm just chilling. I don't want to die yet or anything like that. And then another hope I have for chapter 6 is 3D lobby backgrounds. That, I feel like that just brings so much to the main lobby that you're sitting in, is having a 3D lobby in the background. And yeah, no, I hope Fortnite has that and keeps that in the game, or even like have shit like the chapter 2 season 2, where it's like all the battle pass characters in a little lobby together. That would be fun. And then just another thing in chapter 6, I would love them to keep having goated battle passes. I'll take that. We're gonna grapple away from that. I don't know if I'm gonna win this game, but hopefully I do. And then and this is just kind of my hopes for the chapter 6 map of what it could look like. I'd like them to bring back some old locations from not just chapter 1, but like chapter 2, 3, 4, even chapter 5. Like, I would like to see not Dooms, the one Classy, I think it's called Classy Courts. Yeah, Classy Courts would be a fun one from chapter 5 to bring back. But like, I would love to see the return of just old POIs from other chapters on the chapter 6 map, and not just everything be new. Because having that familiarity makes me kind of enjoy the chapters, like certain maps, a little more. Like the reason chapter 2's map is so goated is because of the fact that... Okay, well... I'm gonna run from this guy, honestly. Goodbye. I kind of picked a fight with him and kind of just was like, whatever. Alright, let's just box up here and continue talking. But yeah, no, maps. Bring back old map locations from other chapters. I would love for them to do a big, fully explorable city on the map that's not like Mega City, because Mega City annoyed me because of the fact that it was creative prefabs, essentially, that you could not really explore. Like, yeah, there are certain parts that were like, oh, it's hollow in the inside that you can loot, but most of the buildings you could not explore. I would like fully underground areas like the grotto and just like fully cave areas where it would just be so fun to go down and explore. And also, the opposite of that, floating POIs would be such a fun idea. Like, I believe during Paradise we had some floating POIs, and those POIs were honestly pretty good. I enjoyed having those POIs because it was like an extra challenge, like to not fall off and die to fall damage. Oh, I'm being rushed, aren't I? Okay, well, I guess I just got shit on. I guess I could just kind of, while we're watching this gameplay out, here, let's quick spectate this guy while I'm talking about this. But yeah, no, it'd be cool to have sky POIs. Movement on the map, like trains or like airships, like flying around the map that you can land on, stuff like that. That would be pretty fun. Or like having wildlife back to roam around the map, like have horses or cows, sheep, stuff like that to roam around the map would be so fun. And this is the next category, mini event stuff. Keep mini events like the Pandora's Box, the Doom event, the Zeus events, the Wanderer event, betraying whatever, the Wastelanders or some shit like that. Keep doing the seasonal events like how they did it in Fortnite. There's having a shit ton of skins, a bunch of map changes, some cool challenge rewards, and a game mode to go around it. That is fun, and I like that. And then I think every chapter should have a end event that gets rid of it. Like how Chapter 3 had an end event, even though Fracture sucked. Chapter 2's end event and Chapter 1's end event. They were all really good. And then new game modes or / bring back game modes. I think a free roam Fortnite kind of RPG-like mode would be sick. A Madden NBA sport mode kind of thing would be fun. A horror Fortnite mode would be sick. I would love for them to bring back imposters. Like if Fortnite brought back imposters, it would be sick. Remove Party Royale. That game mode is useless. Have LTMs in rotation, like Solid Gold, Air Royale, Floor's Law. Have all of those like on a weekly rotation or some shit like that. Because you have them in, you just need to get them going. And then also, just for funsies, have an IRL drum set for festival. You have the bass and shit. Have an IRL drum set, microphone, whatever. Oh, well, the game's over. Some seasonal themes for next, like, season that I would like on my wish list is a steampunk season, a Norse mythology season, a Japanese season, and an Egyptian theme season. My collab wish list for for Chapter 6 includes The Simpsons, Ghostface, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Art the Clown, more Transformer skins, Toby and Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, Green Lantern, something from Nintendo, and a FNAF collab. That includes my hopes and wishes for Chapter 6. Snoop Dogg won the game here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's been G5 Plays. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.